What up, what up? Once again, welcome to the All Circles Media Podcast. Yes, it is your host with the most, Tai the Icon. And as always, right next to me, the incomparable DJ Adam Robb, DJ Arthritis.
Ouch.
And sitting across from us is actually a really close friend of ours who, comes here to do some work at the studio every once in a while, lay down some tracks. Yes, this is Devyyyoboy. Give it up for Devyyyoboy.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's good?
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hell yeah. Glad you stopped by for real. So, if you just want to give everybody a quick little recap, we had an amazing show last Saturday,
yes,
right?
Fine. It was.
Yeah.
I feel like we finally put on a show that I was like hyped the entire time.
Oh yeah, dude. We sold that bitch out. It was great.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was very fun. Mm-hmm. Can I get your description of how you thought the night's festivities went?
So was that your first official appointment, or show set?
Basically, yeah. Like one time I performed for this church thing or whatever, and there was a bunch of kids there or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This was my first
had to keep it clean.
Yeah, exactly. This is my first at a club.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call it a club. It was at a bar.
Yeah, because it was so Buzzman when they were here in Canton, they were more punk rock bar, and then they moved up to Akron 5-6 months ago.
They had this weird exclusivity thing going on where it was just you could only go here emo and grunge. If you wanted to go somewhere where you were gonna get beer spilled on you for a random ass impromptu mosh pit, that was where you would go.
Elbowed in the face.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's imagine going to the bar for Margarita Tuesdays and then just getting elbowed in the face by some random big dude in a freaking Letterman.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was fun, yeah.
Hell yeah. But I think we did a great job, you know what I'm saying? We positive reviews all around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're still getting them coming in. The bar made a crap ton of money.
Yeah, dude.
That was great. We almost went through the floor on one of your sets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to just give the people who are watching, you know what I'm saying, any of our subscribers, what is it that what does he do? You know what I'm saying? What got you into this? You know what I'm saying? Give us who Devyyyoboy is real quick.
So I've always been into music, if that's what you mean. I've always been into music. My dad, he's always been into music, so I grew up with that or whatever. Yep. But then I found out about X, and then Trippie Redd. I knew about Trippie Redd when he was when he had 8,000 followers, believe it or not. Right. Just because one of his friends, Trippie Redd's friends, lives here and they would hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Trippie Redd went to I think when I was a senior, he was a freshman or something.
Right.
At McKinley.
Yep. And so I started listening to him, and that's what really got me and inspired me to start making music and stuff. I guess if you listen to some of my songs, you can kind of see the inspiration, but I still try to keep it, my own style or whatever. But
do you have any other inspirations, or what are some of your lyrical or just some of just your rap icons that you would say, if you had to give me a Mount Rushmore of your Mount rap Mount Rushmore, who would it be?
Definitely X.
Okay.
All right, we got one.
Tyler the Creator.
All right.
I used to listen to him heavy.
Yeah. Solid.
Who else? Childish Gambino. I used to listen to him. In the Weekend.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll count the Weekend.
I'll
give me that one.
Yep.
All right. You ain't got no runner-ups? You ain't got anybody else?
Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
I used to listen to him heavy.
So if I could ask, what got you wanting to just continue it? You know what I'm saying? So you get into it with the musical influences Trippie Redd and a couple other folks.
Right.
And what made you want to stick around? You know what I'm saying? Now that you're in it, you know what I'm saying? What have been some of the experiences that have got you to okay, this is what I want to do? You know what I'm saying? This is why I do it.
Definitely. It's always been a dream of mine for real. Cause I've been rapping and stuff. I only started taking it seriously a couple years ago, but I've been rapping and singing my whole life.
How old are you, by the way?
22.
22.
Yep,
Look at that, man. Youngin.
Yep.
I'm almost 34 this year. It's gonna suck.
Can you remember what it used to be like to be 22?
Oh man, well the arthritis wasn't there. That's for sure.
That's crazy because my neck and my back hurt every single day.
Well, you do a hard day job, don't you?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, definitely.
So how do you have the work life balance thing going? So when you have your day job and you also have your entertainment stuff, how do you strike the balance? You know what I'm saying? Do you just find some time for yourself, or you got some other ways to cope? You play video games, anything like that? I
usually go to the Y. Honestly, that's my second home for real.
You be hooping?
Oh yeah, every day. We're hooping and working out. That's all I do. And cause I'll go home or get off work and then just go straight there. Cause I really don't like being at home because it's just boring to me. You know what I mean?
That's understandable. So you're just out here trying to get on that 50 cent grind real quick.
Yeah. And you are are you an extrovert? You like
it's half and half. It's weird because I can be an extrovert crazy, and then sometimes I'll literally just be so silent and you know what I mean, not know what to say, but it depends on my mood for real.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. I've noticed as I've gotten older, I used to be like extreme extrovert. Like I would hate being at home, and now like being older, I'm like, you know what, my house is pretty cool.
I was like, indoors is ain't as bad as it used to be.
Right, like you think of the logistics of like going out somewhere, and you're like, damn, I gotta find parking.
Well, see, that was the thing. Like, imagine people who were like literally agoraphobic, and then their worst fears got confirmed in freaking COVID. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's just like, I told y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing that got me through COVID was just working for Domino's because, like, I feel like if I had to sit at home every day, I would have like gone crazy. And like Domino's, at least I got to like drive around, and like I was in the safeness of my car.
Plus, you didn't really have to leave the car; you just had to put the pizza on the porch because no one could talk to each other.
Yeah, I was like barely had to make. I mean, I still like help with food and stuff, but like, I got that seniority at one point, and I was like, I'm like the best driver here. I can slack off if I need to. I just listened to podcasts all day and music, and it was great.
Well, what did COVID look like for you? What were you doing during the pandemic from like 20? From 19 to now, I guess. Basically,
what was I doing?
Yeah.
I really don't. I remember I was laid off for a while.
Yeah.
So like they considered your job non-essential, and they were just like, nah, like.
Yep.
So So were you able to collect unemployment because of that, or like?
I don't think I did actually. If I'm I don't know how I made it through for real because I didn't have a job.
Were you still rapping?
Yeah, I was like making music. But I wasn't like doing nothing like shows or anything like because the Buzzman show was really my first show.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So like, were you still in school at the time?
No, I think I graduated the year before because I graduated in 2019. So
no, that would have been like
was it the same year?
Yeah, no, like about later half of that year, obviously. Yeah. So like after you graduated, the world went to shit.
You're
right.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to McKinley first. And then I switched to a place called Heritage Christian.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went to Canton South my senior year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like, so what were some of your experiences growing up just like wanting to be like, what I'm saying, in music, what I'm saying? Did your friends always like think that you were going to be one of the ones that was just like, oh, like he always be singing and dancing. He'll be rapping one day, what I'm saying? Or did it just kind of come out of nowhere for them? One day you were just like, hey, I make music.
Yeah, actually, I think it was my senior year. I posted like my first rap or whatever. I think I posted because that was the year I found out about like United Masters and how you can actually get your songs on Spotify and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I did that and I posted like my first song, which is deleted now, but they heard that and they were like, "You rap, you sing," and I was like, "Yeah."
So like, what was the response from like the people like locally? You know what I'm saying? Like, were your friends fucking with it? Like they were just like, "Hey, like." Like my boy Devyyyoboy, you gotta go play that shit. Like what I do like about whenever we go places like the like Buzzband and like the meadery and stuff like that. Shout out McAlpine's meadery. There's just like a fan base. There's like a legit fan base. It's mostly like niggas we went to high school with, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, but it's still people who legitimately know what we're like saying and singing this shit.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I think Charlie said made it feel like, you know what I'm saying? We were actually like famous. You know?
Yeah.
Like other people besides us screaming our lyrics.
Yeah, that was like the cool thing, like, because the Rogue tapes, like, since we've only came out with it like a month ago. And people already know the lyrics, so we're like, hell yeah, dude.
How many monthly listeners we got on that now?
It's like 350, 400, almost 400, I think.
Right. Awesome. Never would have imagined, you know what I'm saying, like just a few years ago. So that was, so I guess that's another thing. Like, how has the trajectory changed for you at all? Like now that, you know what I'm saying, now that you've like got a little bit of, when did you start? Was it 2019? You would say?
Yeah, pretty much 2019.
Okay,
yeah.
so like past like, you know what I'm saying, 4-5 years. Like what have you been doing to like, you know, get your musical self out there? You know what I'm saying? What are some of the avenues that you've been taking?
I have learned a little bit how to what's it called? Promote a little bit more. I'm not that good at it or whatever because it's hard to come up with ideas, different ideas to do stuff. And like I've heard that I asked my one friend actually, he's doing pretty good in music, and he told me that you can just post different videos of you singing your song or whatever, and so I'm gonna start trying to do that and see where that goes. But I'm just trying to promote more and like get better at that.
Yeah, there's this guy named Nick, or is it Nick D or something like that? He's on TikTok.
Okay.
He's got like that Fine Apple song.
His name is Richard D.
Or no, it's Nick. It's Nick something, like I forget. But anyways, like his philosophy was like, he's like, you make a song, and he's like, he would go out to like the middle of the street with like his whole setup and like rap, and like we're just random places where you were like, Like, what's this guy doing?
Right.
But then you just do your song in just different locations. And
I thought about that actually.
Yeah.
Like going to the mall or something.
Yeah, or like going, like swinging while you're rapping or something
Right,
stupid.
right.
Just like on a random roof or
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
So speaking of actually random roofs, what is
Speaking of random roofs,
speaking of random roofs, what
I'm excited to see where this is going.
Yeah, for real.
I'm sorry. I just felt like that was a much needed segue. Like even if it didn't go anywhere, I just felt like that was a good one. What are some of the I'm sorry. What are some of the crazier experiences that you've had so far? Been doing this shit for the past couple of years, like
in music.
Yeah. Like, or maybe just like a crazy interaction that you've had. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ever have like those people who, when Soul was here, she said that, you know what I'm saying, there'd be some people who kind of come at her like, you know, talking about like, oh, I work for this, that, the third label. I can hook you up with whoever. Have you ever had any of those type of situations where people have approached you talking about like, hey, I'm fucking with you. Like, you should come do this, that, or the other?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, especially when I first started out, I had this. That's when I came up with it's my song "Could Have Been Friends," and then this one dude, he thought that it was like gonna blow up and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it might still one day.
Dude, it's a bet. Like like that's a song that's like stuck in my head.
Yeah,
so that's
some songs you actually got to bet on like that because they'll make it back around. I'm pretty sure like WAP came out like 5 years before it was famous.
Yeah, right, exactly. And he heard that song and then he was like hyping me up and all this stuff. He was like, "Bro, you got to get on my record label," because I guess they own a record label and stuff. And I was about to do it for a second, but then my wife was like, "Maybe you shouldn't rush into this and sign papers and all this other stuff," because he was trying to get me to sign papers and all this
like
stuff.
the whole like Trappian contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like we're like the way we operate. It's like it's like a new way of doing a label. Like we like I, with all the Rogue One guys, like we don't have like an official contract. Like they all have separate careers and like, but like we kind of work together to just bring all of us up, and that's kind of it's our philosophy, I guess.
But that's like you kind of got to be new age about that type of shit because like we can't just have regular rap groups like we used to back in the day.
Yeah,
like it was way easier to make a rap group back in the day because it was just a bunch of niggas sitting around doing nothing but rap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Should do this on
like,
stage.
Nigga, I was like, you ain't got a job, I ain't got a job, nigga. I guess we all rapping together. You feel me? So it's like Bone Thugs and Harmony was like six dudes who just got high and realized they could harmonize. You feel me?
Yeah.
With us, you know what I'm saying, we got like, you know, jobs.
Or a Tribe Called Quest, or you know,
which is fun though, because it's just like now it's a bit more of a like that, not about like pressure, but like an expectation. It's a group effort. So now it's actually like you're required to show up. I wonder what it's like with people who run with like a crew, or like, you know, like people who like work for a label like Tech Nine's label or whatever. Yeah, and they do like a yearly cypher or whatever. I was thinking like, what if we did like that with road tapes? Sick. But like, you know what I'm saying, maybe we like feature other artists that we fuck with, like just a different rotating door, and then we do like a one big ass collective that's like 5 hours long with like Rogue tapes 1 through 5.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we've been. The cool thing is like Rogue One's like it's not like an official like a group like, you know, it has like Lil Bones, and it's got Chief Two Tones, who actually just put out a video for you guys. Go check it out. It's freaking dope as hell.
What's the name of the video?
Some Special, SUM Special.
All circle median.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm really glad the way it came out. I was like, when I was editing it, like I always get stressed when I first look at a footage for a music video, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff? And then because it's like getting like puzzles from like 4 different puzzle boxes, and you got to put them together. Right. And so it made something cool.
Well, that's another interesting question. How do you handle with the workload when it comes to just the content creation? Because like in order to be a rapper nowadays, like relevancy is a requirement. So how we kind of have to do that is like we have to establish and maintain an online presence. Like, how do you go about doing that in your own way, starting this industry?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been doing too great. Like, I've been slacking like big time.
It's all
like I should be doing way more than I do.
That's understandable. I mean, it's hard, bro. Like living your life online, bro. It's hard having a fucking phone in your hand like at all times. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually trying to, my brother just got a camera, so I'm trying to, like, I told him I'd pay him and stuff, but, like, maybe we can just record all the time, you know, randomly.
You talking about, like a vlog or, like, some skits or something?
Maybe, like, skits or just little promotion videos or, you know, just random stuff. Just
that always works.
Just to post.
Now, do you dabble in, like, visualizers or anything like that? Like, do you have anyone that's, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, cinematographically inclined other than us that like helps you out with some of your like production stuff?
I have used Fiverr one time.
Okay, yeah, Fiverr's
I paid somebody to
Yep. Shout out Fiverr.
Yeah.
Shout out CapCut also. You know,
Yeah, CapCut's though. I use Final Cut.
so you don't have like a YouTube or a TikTok or anything like that, or like what do you?
Yeah, I have a YouTube, TikTok. It's all. I'm pretty sure it's all just my name, Devyyyoboy.
Tell people how to spell that, by the way.
Oh, that's it.
How do you spell that on all platforms?
Devyyyoboy.
So that's 3 Ys?
Yeah.
3 Ys.
It originally was 1 Y, and then I forget why I changed it. Here's why. Because I originally had this one Instagram where I spelled it that way, you know, with the 1 Y, and then that got hacked.
Oh,
so I had to change it, and I was like, and then I think that's where I got my. I took inspiration from X because it's XXX. So I was like, why?
There you go. Hey,
That makes sense.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I actually been wondering that.
So
I always type when I go to type your name. I do VVV, but then I have to back up.
A lot of people do that actually. Right.
So, you know, that's paying homage is one of those things where it's just like it's a very sincere form of flattery.
Right.
I really like to see what certain people do with it. But then there's like a level of obsession. Like not to name any names, but you know what I'm saying, like there was some people that we used to run around with that just had like a really, really weird Juice WRLD obsession.
Oh yeah.
Like imagine like having to opening a show, playing that dude's song, and then you hear 6 other songs like genetically similar.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Directly afterwards. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
At this point, you may as well just put 999 on all your shit.
Yeah,
like, you know,
for
it's like, so like, have you ever been like writing like during your writing process? You ever been to the point where you think you're skirting a bit too close to that line where it's just like, man, I'm kind of like maybe it's just a little bit more like maybe just dial it back and add a little bit extra me onto this instead of my inspiration. Like
definitely like actually there's a lot of people that tell me I sound like Trippie Redd, but there's this one song that I made, not the lyrics, but the way I sounded, like the way I made my voice. I was doing like that, like, you know how Trippie Redd kind of does that scratchy voice, like, I was like doing, that
I like the way, like, you know, I think I told you the first time I listened to your stuff, I was like, I do see those Trippie Redd influences, but I think you're pretty unique the way you go about it.
Nah, thank you.
Yeah. I would say so too. Actually, if you want to give the people a sample, this is a song that he actually performed for us at the show. And I'm gonna tell you what, we almost went through the floor. It was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was really,
which
really
one,
fun.
Which one was that? The one with JRG?
Yep.
Yeah, the one with shout out JRG also as well.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Great for everyone who showed up. Flatline Rail also want to shout them out. Nicasso, great job. 3G Internet as well. Everybody, thank you for everyone who was on the bill. It was great.
What was the name of the one with?
I think it's I Gotta Go. I think
Yep.
And this is on Spotify, right?
Yes, sir.
Dude, this was. You can perform it if you want to, or whatever you want to do.
Hey.
Feel free.
Yeah. Devyo. I just been thinking about where we could be if I get up and push it and work a little more. Devil been touching me, he trying to see if I give up my mind for the fame and the dog. But no, got it myself. You ain't gonna give me the stoop that low today. This beat goes hard. I'm not trying to hype up my own song.
The bass is intense, that's why.
Maybe we'll take a trip over the sea and then scream it on it from all over the world. Like, walk, ready to go.
I feel like I'm in a video game.
Literally. Yeah. That would be sweet.
It's JRG Prodigy. I've been up thinking about where I'm
Shout out
at.
JRG.
But I just been grinding for way too long. Wait till y'all hear this dish coming. You'll meet Devyo today. Hey,
No, we don't play.
I get the chopping. This beat is puree. Over this track, feel my heart.
This is my favorite part right here.
I kill it, okay? I slay my pens and machete and then hold it steady. I'm slicing and dicing. My blow is so deadly. I'm nice and enticing. I blow like confetti. My right feel like Tyson. I show you it's heavy.
That's
Step
slow.
into me and you'll be on the floor. Weapons against me won't prosper no more. Devil is knocking, won't open the door. Devil is locked and the key is a war. A war with the music, let's sing along to it. Without I would lose it. My penmanship's fluid. I'm speaking the truest. Words so absurd that occur. What you heard's like a blur. I'm in tune with. What gets you moving? Pursue to influence. Pharrell is a movement. The crew is improving. To prove we can do it. Jealousy, envy, and hatred can leave you in ruins. You ruined. Prodigy.
Hey.
I like this part.
Yeah, this is the part that had him jumping.
Yeah.
Wasting my time. That's why I can't take it slow. No, I can't take it slow no more. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I just been thinking about where we could be if I get up and pushing and work a little more. Devil been tempting me, he tryna see if I give up my mind for the fame and the dog. But no, got it myself. You ain't gon' give me the scoop that luck today.
Got it myself.
I like to think about what we could be if we get on a tour and was out on the road. Maybe we'll take a trip over the sea and they screaming on nigga all over the world. Like, whoa, ready to go. Gotta keep moving, can't take it slow today.
Who made the beat? That's a good one.
What was his name? I think his name is Stank on YouTube.
Well, he definitely put some of that on it.
He put that stank on it.
That is dope. That was nice.
That was going hard, man.
Yeah, it was.
So you broke. Wait, so what? Because I don't know if where was I when this happened?
I think you were either having the camera like in the at the crowd by the bar, because it was whenever we had like, I think it was him. The shout out to your family for showing up. Also very cool of them for being there. It was whenever we had all like circled up around the front whenever he was. Just before I had to bring and then also shout out for Jonathan Smart for closing the show and everything. You know, I think we should do that more often.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
I like he does like poetry. I like that.
Yeah. It was very fun. What was some of the highlights so far that you would say of this year? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a very, you know what I'm saying, it's been a very small start so far. So like, seeing as how it's Black History Month, you know what I mean? It's very, you know, second month of the year. What has all the positives been so far?
Do you mean as far as music or as far as my life?
Both.
Okay.
Both of them. Music is your life, ain't
it? Right.
Music's life.
Definitely the Buzzman show. I was looking forward to that for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we promoted the shit out of that.
Yeah, this is the first one where we were like, all right, we got to like put some heavy promotion behind one of our shows, because like sometimes we get like 50 people, 40, and we're like, we need more people in here.
Right.
I think that was the most we've done, which is pretty awesome for such a narrow space. You know what I'm saying? It was really good.
It felt like crowded, and like the crowd was going nuts.
It was way more lit than Flum was, which was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
What does Flum stand for again?
I think Free Local Underground Music.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think it's a weird name, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's a weird expression.
But yeah, what has been dope?
Let's see here. The Buzzman show. I had that one little performance I did. I think that was 2 months ago, so that might not count.
Where were you for that one?
That was in Navarre, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And let's see here. What else has happened? My job caught on fire.
Yep. That is crazy.
That is definitely a fun day at the office.
Yeah. Not much has really like been like a highlight or whatever. I just kind of been sitting back making, music on BandLab or whatever.
Oh, there you
go. And trying to get in the studio more.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming projects at all?
I have a lot of songs that I need to post. Yeah. Well, I need to make them in the studio first. I make all my songs on BandLab first just to see what it's going to sound like.
Take them to a studio.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
you're just going to be dropping singles?
Yes, I think so, because like I feel like my following isn't big enough to drop an album. I feel like it would be a waste of time, or not a waste of time, but a waste of like somebody. If I'm not popular, everybody's not gonna listen to a whole album by me. You know what I mean? So I mean, it would be cool, but
plus you got to think of everyone's like attention spans being super short.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And if you can't like figure out how to get them like in the first couple seconds of like whether it's a video or just like a bar, most of the time you really ain't gonna go nowhere with it.
Right. Exactly.
Which kind of sucks, because now songs are like a minute and a half. Like a minute and 53 seconds.
It's like a ringtone.
Yeah, like a ringtone you get from when you, like back in the Nokias.
Yeah, it can only be like. It's like I'm not even buying a whole song.
Which is crazy, because it's just like you can say a lot with so little time, I suppose. Because there are some songs that like NLE Chopper did a couple that were like 2 minutes, and it's just like, damn, I'm sad it's over. Like that was.
Hey, don't be sad it's over. Be happy that it happened.
Should I? Because if it started and would have kept going, I'd have been way happier. Like
you're like, damn.
It's a tease, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like whenever Charlie cuts the mic off in the middle of the set, talking about like, nah, run that back. Turn my levels up.
Yeah, turn my levels up. Get rid of this feedback.
There's no snare in my headphones.
Yeah, you've recorded a few, like a handful of songs with Charlie. What do you give us your unfiltered opinion?
Yeah, what are some of the highlights?
What's working with Charlie really like?
It's awesome.
Yeah, just give us the bullet points.
It's like he's so professional about it. Like, and he'll give you his ideas and make the song better, and this and that, and it's like. He'll come up with ideas that I wouldn't even think of, like adding little voices in the background and cutting the beat off here and there. like it's just stuff that I wouldn't have thought of that just makes the song better. So it's like I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Which songs have you worked on with him?
Could have been Friends. Why can I not think of it now that I'm on the spot? There's this one called Slow Down Girl. Die Before. That was like the first one I made with him, actually.
Okay. That one's dope, yeah.
What else did I make with him? I can't think of it at the moment. It'll come to me.
Yeah,
I think there was like one more I made with him.
Okay.
Or two more.
Yeah. Charlie, he's fun in the studio. He's like, I think that's when he zones in. Like,
right.
Like,
for sure.
Charlie can be very like, we're all kind of ADHD around here, and so we're all trying to do a million things at once. But I think when Charlie gets in a booth with somebody, like he's locked into it and like focused.
Right.
That's pretty good. Yeah, but yeah, dude. But yeah, the show at Buzzbound, I kind of want to like, I don't know, give us some like feedback on like what you thought, like what could we do better as a team putting that show on.
Yeah, what are some improvements that you think we might be able to?
We did a debrief on Monday, and we were like, we think with the feedback, we didn't really have too much control over the board.
Oh,
so
right.
Yeah. Also, you know what I'm saying, making sure we got someone to regularly swap shifts for people who need to like, you know.
Yeah, like holding those cameras is heavy.
I'm telling you, we
yeah.
should get just a lapel mic walkie-talkie, bro. Like,
That's a good, maybe. The like Justin Bieber like,
like,
Usher like
It's like,
headset.
hold on, let me call my big Slavic bodyguard real quick.
Yeah, the Slavic bodyguard. Yeah, sorry.
So improvements. What are you thinking?
Let's see here. Well, I think it's not like as like you guys as a group. I think this is just for everybody. Like as an artist, you can try to get the crowd more in. It's hard though.
Engaged,
like, yeah, it's hard though because like knowing because I've been, you know, we've all been a part of the crowd, and it's like nerve-wracking to actually sit there and jump up and I mean it can be nerve-wracking.
It's like the group dynamic. Like if people are jumping, you're more likely to jump.
Then it's cool, but like you don't want to be the first one to start jumping up and down.
Oh, it's definitely like pack mentality when it comes to parties and shit like that is fun for me though because it's like I know that like even if they don't join in, they enjoyed watching me do it. So it's kind of like, you know, it's letting people know like, hey, this is cool.
Right. And I feel like you got no problem jumping up and down. Like you're like I'm going for it.
I'm literally I'll do that regardless. And my shirt's gonna be off half the time anyway.
Most of the time I'm up there with the camera and I'm like trying to jump, but I'm also trying to keep it steady.
And plus,
like
we never really check the structural integrity of any of the stages that we kind of just going in there and doing shit.
Once we performed on like drywall at the at Best Fest outside.
Then at the one venue. Which venue was it that Puff almost fell through the floor?
Oh yeah, was that Pittsburgh?
I think so.
That was where
our first tour.
I was smushed behind like a stripper pole at this venue.
So
I was like, what is going on
around
here?
the stripper pole, like wrap around the stripper pole.
And then like right where I was, the back of the stage had like this 3-foot drop, and you're just like, I hope I don't lean back too far. It was crazy.
I remember the first time I saw Master Puff.
Yeah,
it was like the funniest thing ever because he was singing about I made a sandwich.
Oh, the sandwich, yeah.
And he's like rolling around on the floor, and I'm like, I've never seen this before, but I'll never remember this.
Wait, where was the first show that you went to of ours?
Where was that at?
Was it a Vortex show?
It was a bigger one. Like there was a lot of people there. Where was that at though?
Was it outside?
JRG actually performed that one, and
it might have been Fest. Was it like last June? Like he was on the roof. Or somebody was on a roof.
It was. You guys had to.
Speaking of roofs,
I think you guys had. You guys had to sneak Shanklin in.
Oh, that was Columbus, dude. That was Columbus.
Yeah,
that was a good show.
Yeah, that was with VIP. Shout out VIP. She like pulled some strings to get because Shank was like under 21.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't drink ever, or even try to attempt to drink. But like, and he was also on the bill, so that was kind of annoying. They were like not letting him in.
Right.
Which is kind of wild because like
we had to
he
like
had his
sneak him in
girlfriend
there.
who was 21 there. Like, you know, it's like, listen, I have a chaperone.
I got a chaperone.
You have to let me in. Shout out, Shanklin.
But that was a good show. I forgot that you were at that one. I probably got some footage of you.
I think that was actually the first show that like your guys' show that I ever been to.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was I remember Charlie was DJing.
Yep.
I originally came for JRG, but it was your guys' whole show was awesome.
Yep.
Much appreciated. Yeah. If you had to pick, if you had to pick a concert going experience like that you've seen, what would you say is your favorite?
Actually, I've never been to a concert. Like
oh, really?
Never
Like
been to like
concert?
you've never been like
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. You never been to a baby concert.
Nope.
Never seen a band.
I've
Like
seen,
live performances still. I'm gonna say this: live performances still count. Like if you happen to have been out at a festival and you saw like a cover band or some shit,
Okay.
I'm gonna count that as a concert, just cause.
I've seen like an orchestra play, like when I was young.
Well, that's a concert. That still counts.
Yeah, like they were playing instruments and stuff. And
Yeah, I haven't been to a concert in a while. Like I think the last time I went to one was like definitely pre-pandemic, and it was at. I think I went down to Atlanta to see Childish Gambino, and it was like the craziest thing. Like Ray Shremmerd opened, His parents were there at the end of the night.
That sounds like a sick lineup.
It was like the dopest night. I was like, this is worth the fly down to Atlanta for this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think if I could go to a show, it would be like, well, obviously I would want to exit if he was still alive. But if now, whose show would I go to? Somebody that can get me hyped. Like I wouldn't go to like an R&B. I mean, I might, but like I want to get hyped if I'm going to a concert. You know what I mean? So maybe like Scar-Lord. I think that would be cool.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. What's the best you've been to, Ty?
The best one I've been to, not counting the Subtronics thing.
Yeah, the crazy rave.
Yeah, not counting the crazy rave. I would say for me it would probably have to be it's super cheesy, really super cheesy, but it would have to be the Hella Mega tour that I went to in I think it was 2021. It was the lineup of Weezer, Fall Out Boy,
Weezer,
and Green Day.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see Weezer live.
Oh, it was great. After they did Sweater Weather, whatever that shit was.
Sweater Undone.
Yeah, that shit. They and I was with my girlfriend at the time, Serena. We were in the crowd. We had pit seats or whatever, and they did their cover of "Bless the Rains Down in Africa" by Toto. You know what I'm saying? That Toto song.
Yeah, dude.
And tell me why, like without missing a beat, because I thought the shit was fake. It starts raining. You know what I'm saying? In just the middle of the song, and then as soon as they stop performing the song, it stops raining.
Oh, there was some fake rain.
Oh yeah, dude, that's what I thought it was, because it was like, and then it rained in the spot that we were at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like an entire stadium around us, and no one else is getting wet. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's weird, bro.
Oh yeah, so you know what I'm saying, nice little hallmark moment and shit like that. But then like, but just because of that one coincidence made it like a really good concert. Like, other than obviously the fact that the trip itself was great. Yeah. But watching that, you know what I'm saying, experiencing that. A lot of the concerts that I've gone to, like experiencing them like without the use of any kind of substance and shit like that is like one whole thing. Yeah. But then if you go to the ones that like you're meant to be on a substance of some kind, like a festival or something. Yeah. Those are the ones I prefer. So if I picked one of those, it'd probably be like, I don't know, like Bad Fish 2020, something like that.
Dude, my favorite thing was when I lived out in LA, I got to go to a couple Warp tours, which was super.
Dude, I wish I would have. Like,
it was so much fun, dude.
I was young enough to where like that would have been a relevant thing for me to go to, and I just never got to experience it. I hear a lot of crazy shit about Warp Tour.
It was fun because like I had never been to Warp Tour before, like going out there. And, yeah, there was one in Pomona and one in Oxnard, I think. And at both of them, we got to go into like the press pit and stuff and like take photos because I was working with my friend who owns like an online magazine. And he got us interviews with all these bands. So we got to interview like Taking Back Sunday and Mice and Men. Awesome. And then we met Jeffree Star, which was weird.
He's a makeup dude before he got canceled.
Dude, well, I mean, this was like probably the end. Like, I mean, this is the post like MySpace era still. But I guess we were filming in front of this like row of like RVs and like tour buses, and he didn't like that we were pit like outside of his, and so he would come in the middle of all these interviews and like he would flash his nipple and he would like shake his butt and stuff, and we had to like we just had to roll with it. We're like, you know what, and some of these shots there's going to be Jeffree Star in the background. So you'd see like a Taking Back Sunday interview with like a couple of the members, and then you got Jeffree Star just popping into the window occasionally.
That's funny as hell.
It was pretty great. And like he didn't yell at us or anything, but he just like got in every single shot.
Oh no,
he's just kind of scary dude in person. Like you're afraid that he's gonna like hurt, like not hurt you, maybe hurt you, not physically, but with like words.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Jeffree Star is not real. He can't hurt you. Okay, okay, buddy.
He's in Wyoming, just hanging
he's
out.
Not under your
with
bed,
his alpacas.
He's not under there, Jared. I promise.
I think he has like he grows not alpacas, but they're like bison or something. He makes like bison jerky and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, he like.
Oh, so he kills him in the end?
I guess so. But he was like, some of them he bought as pets.
What does a gay dude who loves makeup need with bison anyway? Like,
do you remember back when because he first moved there, somebody started a rumor online that him and Kanye were having a thing after he broke up with Kim. Do you remember? Did you ever hear about that?
I do remember
like
that.
Vaguely remember that.
See, my thing is just like I thought that was like on the Onion or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought somebody made.
There were some people making like actual like some like those classic YouTube influencers. They were like doing like but he was at Kanye's house because you could tell by the shot that he took that this is his property, and you're like, dude, you guys have no lives.
Ridiculous. If you, I mean, like, if investigative journalism is one thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting to go do cool shit,
but like doing that
just
weird,
you being nosy is cool. It's cool, but like
internet sleuthing.
Yeah, like that's the same shit that flat earthers do, and it's just like you can't like.
Or that's like what they do with like Taylor Swift stuff, where they're like, if you take these two numbers that have nothing to do with anything and you add them together, that's 13. That's her favorite number. And you're like, you guys are doing too much.
Yeah. It's like if you take this and then divide it, it's like if you take 0 and then times it by 0, that equals the ratio of her ass, 0. And I was like, listen, the Super Bowl is going to be won by whatever team Taylor Swift is on.
Yeah, dude. Did you see like the footage of Travis Kelce like Viva Las Vegas, and like they pan over to Taylor Swift and she's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's just like, why y'all keep doing this?
I'm dating this dude.
The entire time. Imagine the entire game. Most of it is just Swift. Like, you know what I'm saying, reacting to sports. Like, you know. Like,
they got her down in a drink. Did you see that? She was just like.
It's like, look,
shot back a whole glass of Tito's.
It's like, that's some pick me shit. But like, I tell you what, like,
yeah.
I mean, she got him. Like, she got him. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
But so another quick question before we get you out of here. If you had to pick a concert or a festival that you didn't want to go to, what would it be? Because I'll give
Fire Festival.
I mean, all right, that's fair. That's fair. I can't like for me, it's any FurCon, any convention that involves like mascots. You know what I'm saying? Not that I have a problem with them. I think that y'all should have.
You see them at anime shit, like
yeah. I love them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I cannot. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't think that it would be good for me to go to one. You know what I'm saying?
You respect the furry community, right?
Oh yeah. I respect, heavily. It's just I don't want to be kicking around empty nitrous containers, like, you know what I'm saying, while I'm on my way to my hotel room. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden I stepped over a dog that could have been a guy or a you know what I'm saying, or an anthropomorphic fucking half wolf slut or something. I don't know. But just, you know, I'm here for it. It's just it just sounds like a lot to do. Like, and then it's just like, imagine
hot to
imagine
me. Like,
performing
you gotta have
comedy.
a fan built into those things.
Imagine performing comedy full in front of a bunch of motherfuckers in masks, and you can't see their reaction. They're just doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're being sarcastic or if like
at least like get like a wolf, like woo.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. They're all making animal noises. Like, is that a good wolf or a bad wolf? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Am I good or are you just asking to go outside? Like, can I just like,
you need let out.
Do you need walkies? Like, is what I just said funny? You don't even know, do you? Like,
man. Anyways,
so
that's a fest that you would not want to go to. Like, it could be like a country music fest. I don't know if unless like
stomach one. It depends.
Unless Charlie and Puff make their country album.
Unless that Mexican OT is there on the bill.
Yeah, Mexican OT. I watch it.
So
I go to Morgan Wallen though.
I go to a Dixon Dallas concert. Dallas Dixon, whatever his name is.
So you said what's one that I wouldn't go to?
Yeah,
you wouldn't.
Just you know what I'm
you want to
saying?
be caught dead at.
Yeah, like you just don't have any interest in going. You know?
Honestly, ever since that whole Astro World thing happened, like last year or whatever, I said that I'll never go to a Travis Scott concert just because, like,
you don't want to be afraid for your life.
Yeah, for real.
That's understandable.
Yeah. And it, like, in the videos and stuff, like, I don't know him personally, obviously, but it seemed like he didn't care. You know.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know who, like again. Even if he was the cause of what happened, isn't there like a legal team or something, or like his people who should take care of that, or the people who booked him?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that, like publishing speaking or whatever. I have no idea how any of that shit works. I just know that
that's true.
As far as tragedies goes, like someone's got to pay, and it's definitely going to be the motherfucker who was throwing the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether he did it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to listen to "Could Have Been Friends" because that's that's one of the songs. Like I remember, like. I think I was here when you guys were recording it, and I got the song stuck in my head like that night. Like I went home and like I didn't know the words, but I was like, duh, Could have been friends. And that was the only part in it.
You know, I think you had Carter on the show once, right?
Yeah.
He said he texted me and he was like, "Bro, I got this song stuck in my head," and that made me feel good.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, because that's like one of the things, like I when a song is good is when it's like stuck in someone's head, and it was funny. I probably asked Charlie to play it a couple times. Like I was like, pull up that session right now, and he's like, "You want to listen to it again?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's a good song."
It like sucks low key, like being an artist. Well, for me at least, because like when you hear your own songs over and over and over,
oh yeah, it loses that newness.
Yeah, and you forget. It's almost like you forget what it originally sounded like, and it just all sounds the same now, or that's how it is for me at least. And I'm like, I wish I could just listen to it one more time with new ears. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Just
every now and then, like I got a couple albums out. Like I haven't recorded since like 2016, but it's been a while. I told Charlie I was going to get back into it this year. I was like, I feel like it's the year. Anyways, but it's weird listening to it back now because like sometimes I don't listen to it for like a year. I'm like, oh, this okay,
right, exactly.
I
was like,
just as hard.
I was like, I would have done a lot of things different on the album, but I wouldn't have made. I have these ridiculously long intros, like because I tried to make it cinematic. Like it was telling a story, but I added all these like some guys like waiting at a bus stop, and you hear the bus come, and like people are talking on the bus, and then the song
You mean like that thing that they used to do like on like old CDs where they'd have like a little skit in between, like, you know what I'm saying?
What I should have done is made those like little interludes, because like sometimes I just want to hear, I just want to get right to the song, and it takes forever, and I'm like, why did I do this?
Like literally all of Slim Shady's LP was
just kind of like that. That's a lot of my like influence, like I was from like his, like he had, because I adopted like different voices for different things, and like it was kind of cool. But
and this is before you delved into DJing and production or anything like that.
Yeah, this is like, because I had done spoken word since like 2008. I saw this dude named Bradley Hathaway. He came to my church, and like he didn't have a band or anything at this point. Like he just did spoken like slam poetry, and he was like this emo looking dude, and I was like, this guy's awesome. I'm gonna do what he does. So I used to go to like Mugswigs on Tuesday nights or Monday nights, whenever they had it, like open mic nights, and I used to like do spoken word, and then I started adding music to it. And when I got back from LA the first time after my 3-month stint, I made a mixtape with a friend of mine, Spencer, who's like in Japan right now. And then I put together a full-length album with my friend Jesse Gearhart, and that was pretty fun. And then I was working on a third one, and then we kind of all separated because I got married and moved. So, but yeah, dude, let me let's rock out to Could Have Been Friends.
All right, bet.
I like how it starts out real mellow, and then
right.
Just clean vocals.
I've imagined a music video for this so many
Oh
times.
yeah, dude.
Like just a summertime, like.
Hey, I mean, we can shoot it.
Why you trying to act like you've been missing me? Talking to me, thinking I'm a smile now. But back then y'all was only ever dissing me. Figure you could come around and act like we was cool, but I won't be the fool today. No, I got one thing to say.
1, 2, 3.
Can you see me now? Why does everybody wanna meet me now? If you treated me then like you treated me now, then maybe we could have been friends. But I guess it's a part of your plan. Only talk to me cause it got fans. Now you just trying to make amends, and it's where this story ends. Can you see me now? Why does everybody wanna meet me now? If you treated me then like you treated me now,
Who did the drums?
maybe we could have been friends.
Or is it just programmed?
Yeah, that's just part of the beat.
Only talk to me cause I got fans. Now you just trying to make amends, and it's where this story ends.
If we do a video, you got to get like Charlie. We put him on like a rolling thing with his drum kit.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Drum it. That'd be so sick.
He'd be down for it.
That'd be dope.
For real. I can imagine the video being like a house party or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everybody, like a pool party or something.
And then you on the roof, just like thinking about
that'd be
stuff.
wicked.
Speaking of roofs,
It's never gonna get old.
Why does everybody wanna meet me now? If you treated me then like you treated me now, then maybe we could have been friends. But I guess that's a part of
such a long outro. I low-key hate it. It's like
How long is
it's
how,
like
how long is the song? It's like 4 minutes.
the outro is like half the song.
I like how it breaks down the chorus though.
Like literally at the Buzzman show, I told Charlie to just cut it off because I was like, nobody wants to listen to the outro.
This is where you get the. This is where at the show you get people with the
Right. Oh yeah, that's true.
their
That's true.
phone with the light on.
Oh, I definitely think this is gonna be on the billboards one day.
Yeah, dude.
Man, that would be sweet. Always have like big dreams of like when I dream of this song going somewhere, I imagine it being like at the end of a movie or something.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
dude.
while the
Yeah,
credits
yeah.
are rolling.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know.
Shout out to Sam Winterberger. He got a song like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you do a video, it'd be cool to have like a whole band behind you, like someone slapping the bass.
Yeah.
Charlie on the drums, dude. We can get Kyle doing the bass. we can pull together a band.
Right.
I'm sure if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Puff on the guitar.
do you want to tell the people where they can find you and where you find your music at?
You guys can find me pretty much anywhere, like any music streaming platform, and I'm on TikTok, Instagram. I was gonna say Snapchat. Nobody cares about Snapchat. But that's all at Devyyyoboy, DEVYYYOBOY. And I have plenty more songs coming out here pretty soon, actually.
Yes, sir.
Trying to get going here.
Oh yeah.
All right, big bet. All right, one more question before we get you out of here. This is something we'd like to ask some of our guests on this show. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in your particular career of choosing?
Well, I have this one. This is gonna sound like, I don't know if the word is big-headed of me or whatever, but like I just dream big. I feel like.
No, go ahead, talk your shit.
And I have this one song that I'm gonna drop here pretty soon that I've heard from a lot of people could potentially blow up.
Yeah,
or
It's got that sauce.
Yeah, I guess so. It's that I performed it.
Oh, but do we have a release date on that one though? Are we allowed to say something right now on there?
I don't have a release date yet. I'm still like making it and getting it just right in the studio.
Okay, yeah.
But when I drop that one, I'm just hoping and praying that it just does something.
Yeah.
All right, but can we get a song title?
It's called "About to Eat." It's about food.
Oh, that
There
was
you
a
go.
good one.
Yeah.
Actually, I do remember that one. That was a good set. That was a good set. Hell yeah.
Dude, that's what you got to do is get a music video to
Yeah.
us
Oh,
right
yeah.
away.
Hey, he was inspired by Sandwich.
So, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
All
you once again for coming with us.
Thank
Give it
you
a round of
guys.
applause for Devyyyoboy, everybody.
Man, thank you guys for letting me be here. It was awesome.
Thank you. Well, we look forward to seeing what you have in store for the rest of 2024, and I want to thank you for joining us here on the All Circles Media Podcast. And for those of you watching at home, if you would like to get notified whenever we drop more of these, please hit that bell icon so you can get some notifications. And then you can also subscribe to All Circles Media or All Circles Media Podcast on YouTube.
If you want to rent out this podcast studio, hit me up.
Oh, yes. That's Adam, Robb, All Circles Media, LinkedIn, all that. We got
LinkedIn. I actually don't use LinkedIn. Though.
Never mind. We don't have LinkedIn,
But
you can find us on other
allcirclesmedia.com, we have a podcast tab. So click on that thing.
shit.
But,
Read an article, maybe.
yeah, read an article made by Master Puff. Actually, it's Colin Brace. That is Master Puff. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, and good night.